Welcome to My Journey, My Story. This program is aimed at talking to the youth who are making headway in life. No matter what you're doing, so far as you're making headway in life, we will reach out to you and then talk to you. They say art is life. And so today we have here this talented artist who uses beats in making his artworks. I would like him to introduce himself and then we carry on with the interview. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, boss.
So briefly, who is Just AK Art?
Yeah, Just AK is somebody who was born in Southbourne, but actually the name is Justice Edu. Then my local name is Kwamena. So it's like adding just plus E plus K, then Just AK. And I attended my primary education in Methodist Primary B. Yeah, and I went to Methodist Senior High School, which is my school.
Okay, so what course did you study at Mexico?
Well, actually, I was trying to study business, but I don't know what happened. I think it's the word of God. I did visual arts, and I'm proud of it now.
So why did you study visual arts instead of the business you wanted to study?
Well, it's a long story, but I'll cut it short for you. When I was in GHS, I was good at math, so I wanted to do business in the secondary level. I don't know what happened. Maybe the mistress did a mistake and just like changed the business to visual arts. So when I went to the secondary school, they were like, "You had visual arts." I was like, "How?" Like I choose business. So what's the essence of me doing visual arts instead of business? So I tried my best. My mom came in, and you see, teachers when they see your mom in the issue, they are we had their crown now once a month. So I just take it cool.
Okay, so what was your greatest challenge in Methodist High School?
Well, since it wasn't planned to do the visual arts, I was finding it difficult, but learning and getting myself in touch with those who are experts in the arts, I was able to cope with it. It was a challenge, but in every challenge, I think there is a way.
So I'm sure after Methodist High School, you moved on to the next level. Where did you attend your tertiary?
Well, I went to University of Education, Winneba. Yeah. And I went to arts. I continued the arts, and thanks be to God, I just completed this year, 2020. We are waiting for the graduation. Sick of COVID-19 and Habanti. Yeah, choking.
So tell me, what is your motivation in life? What motivates you in life?
Well, I think it's the situation that will motivate me more. Quite remember there was a time I was broke and stuff, and like when I go home, mom would be like, "I'll send you," but the money will not be coming. So I took that situation. I was in need, like I needed the money. So I took that situation to do something for myself. So in every situation, I think there is a way to go by it. So I don't see there is any hard situation that I'm facing, but still, we are in. We are in.
You've done so many works for some great people. Who are some of the great people you've done works for?
Well, I've done a lot, but I can highlight some of them. I've done Honorable KK Suman, who is the MC for Infantima Municipal Assembly, and the wife of Success, Sakwadie, yeah, which is Tracy, yeah. And I've done the Honorable Kosa Brown too. I remember that was last year, yeah. And recently Nana Mac Brown.
Yes, talking about Nana Brown, I saw that on TV yesterday. I mean, when you got there, there were so many people there, Bull God, sorry, and other industry players over there. How did you feel when you presented the artwork to her? How did you feel?
You see, in this life, when you see some people on a hill and you want to reach them, sometimes it's very difficult, but there is always a strategic way to reach them. When I saw that, I was like, wow. I was like, hey, me too, my happy. Okay. But something happened that I wasn't happy, but then, like, it's cool. I also be Wababa register, like Wabakade, on open the presentation. Here's Yankai Ben backstage. The feeling was bad. They made too much, them big way keep an anchor, we put a mazimana backstage. But thanks be to God, the way my BBI fine. So I was very, very happy.
This happened just yesterday. Has it in any way helped you in any way? I'm talking about Nana Brown.
Wow, it has helped me a lot. You see, This one day, maybe a man can add it. Who is a man can add a dream come true like once in a while. IG. That maybe followers in the way joining or something, but within this few, I don't think it's about 24 hours in pool. Because we have 2,500 and something.
IG, you mean Instagram, right?
Instagram. And Facebook too. Within some short time being out there, when 200 and something friend request new ones. Oh. Like, hey, wow.
The power of social media. So, how do you see yourself in the next, let's say, 5 years? How do you see yourself? Or where do you see yourself?
It's in the house of God, though, but I can say a little bit about it. Because in this life, you don't know, maybe it wasn't planned that I'll be an artist, but it's the will of God. It's made it come true. So I'm just seeking God that maybe I'll be one of the greatest artists in Ghana, or maybe the worldwide too.
I realize you use beats in your artwork. What is the idea behind that?
Well, this thing,
Because you know what, I've seen a lot of people do artwork with cloths and then maybe chippings and other stuff. But then you're also using beats. What is the motivation behind this one?
Well, first and foremost, I saw somebody trying to depict something with beats, and from that scratch, I was like, there is nothing new under the sun. So after I've seen somebody doing something like that, I can also add my own and become unique. So I started trying with the beats.
How is the response when you started using the beats? How is the response? Are people loving it?
Oh yeah, wherever I go, wherever I do exhibition, whoever sees my work, wow. So I'm proud of doing this kind of beat art.
That's right. Okay, so we are talking to JustAK Art, a very talented artist who uses beats in making art. Okay, so how tedious it is to use these tiny beats for the artwork you do?
Oh yeah, a human nefre ti ada so fuzi. Or afro into the ye. So the muscle no sweaty. Or is in pa but or a human nefre.
I'm too more reason. And talking about this artwork, how many days na Ozi just to make one artwork using the beats?
Oh, sometimes it depends on the client. The day that he or she needs the work. But I will adjust my time to meet the deadline. As an artist, it will be the first thing that you should always check on. The meeting the deadline of the maybe if it's a contract that you have signed, you have to. So it depends. This one can take me like, if I'm not like 1 full week. Yeah, but if the client see like yeah open 5 days, within 5 days, or them cut me will be short. It's zero or them order. Was it because most sorry at time I'm always take with copies me business and also I be for time I'm to meet the deadline. So no depending client. No.
Alright, so JustAK, tell me, what is your perception about the arts industry here in Ghana? What is your perception about it?
Wow, what a great question. I think when we talk about art, it comes in with performing art and this visual art, and now all the credit has been given to these musicians, the performing artists.
So what do you think can be done to improve this challenge you're talking about?
Well, I think they should give us the platform to also exhibit our talents, because our own is not like a state thing that you come and like perform the styles. They have to mount something for you to exhibit your work so that people will know what you can do. And sometimes the platform will be there, but getting the connection sometimes the problem. Sometimes the exhibition has been based on in the Cape Coast, Accra, but Saltpond and other environments. We don't do certain. So you carry your work to Cape Coast and stuff. Sometimes it's something, so they should at least extend the wings so that we too, as we are here, we can also do it.
JustAK Art. Our artwork see, I'm too much or your raw talent. I say be or how new talent no so opedo usia. Do you have room for that?
Well, I've started training some of my students. Yeah, I trained them how to break the tones, introduce the beats on the plywood. But if somebody too want to come and join, why not? Yeah, just follow the rules. In every rules
Work you're doing me. Let's say I start any way. But my pedestal a bibi kakra. My pedestal a bibi kakra na when I wash wo hu mesma. E kwana fa do them artwork.
No problem. Mo glue ni. Me baby, mo glue ni. Na glue mo ntum mfan bebre. Ano ma brush ni ha ina ba yeden. Baka kwehim. So ne sinche na bees na so mezi ye no. Ono sisi he. It say area if the minimum for mo glue na, me the brush ni bo glue no mo na me da fa outline no do.
Ti twen o se meta asa before as beat in bogodo no. Draw drawing no board ndo ansana.
What am I drawing and there's no like I can't imagine and just put the beats and it will form an image.
Na pocho na say as beat in drawing as beat in ye do. Na say one say in pokra draw ne.
I've never met such.
Never experienced.
Yes.
That was a kodo na me hwe kodo.
But if you ya enya dey funny bebre because you grew with my what anytime. Na ma for me beats no. San kan ma fill the outlines na no. Ada for line do pepe.
But wait, how are you able to blend the colors? Colors and I'm confused. How are you able to? As a white cacao, good cacao, black cacao. How are you able to do that?
Nowadays, art is digital. So just use your machine, you break your tones, and you know that.
Can I? They're confusing, but how young could I?
Alright.
Tima, this is how you did it.
Yes. Until there a failing also. I had a plywood bohu plywood inside. Then on the beach na kase toku them. So if you don't feel it, you see the traces of the plywood inside the beats. Feel it. Then me could be what I'm turning. Because me to me na hana me ya. Kakanka da ma. You see, color korana me you but me painting kakana me jay. I the mabutuma modu hana awewi for that they say blue kwa. Sometimes when you are doing this and you mention the pen, somebody will be like, hey, this is the pen how you go through. It's not our fault.
Looking at my area in easy. It is time consuming.
Very, 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 very. And business also beyond an price. See, say mobile price ni be abaka de be na boy zen as like sometimes ya na manga sa mu feel the style be mamu there azami yi impolute like how be the feeling nani beje nani nji okay fine nani beje a sika odichi oluchi amamu no deserve and don't deserve be the mazi hu ya na you are too it's to that I couldn't believe say like my ejuma maji 70 cedis da
as a beat here as here
beat na me dey
what you wear your mama Mama 75.
Oh, that be only a human ashes.
But Chenyo, looking at the way area in Ipui, not prices, no, mention price in moments, but then I think the prices would match the artwork.
Yes, over much. It depends on the size that the person demands. Yeah.
Because Mary, it is them time consuming. At all boy and kakanka so you fill the whole cover on your easy. But
I don't kind of human free.
And I'm so much as time goes on, people will get to understand. Or better say,
I hope so.
A bit in a interview, now watch how the process you go through to do this. Go there, Sana.
I wish they would maybe they will come and watch. Like I think they watch too. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Are you planning of doing your own exhibition one day?
I tried last year. Yes, I wanted to call other artists in sort way. I've seen people drawing, doing pencil works and stuff. But I told them that this is the vision. Let's do it. Let's make it big. But everybody was relaxed. So I tried my own at Isman last hour where Brebaki's new building is. And I think it was quite okay. People go to know me, and when they see me, that's the big artist, and I was like, wow.
But since I are popular for the whole Ghana.
That's it.
This is beautiful. JustAK Arts. And Pocho, na laptop, what is the use of the laptop when you are drawing?
Oh, in case I get confused doing the arranging the beats, I can just refer back to the image on the laptop, get the concept again, then continue. Yes, please.
So without a laptop, into shada and
I can do it, but you see, in art, we always like the resemblance. I can just take the pencil and and I'll draw. Ebia na anse obi a me ye work na ma no. Nti ode me image no wo manim. So that ebia me ye confused na ma hwedo back. Na ma ba back to the work na ma atwedo. Nti at every glance no, me capture bibi wo mtirim, ma adwenem. Na me za ba work no do. Then I'm good at me.
actually this work it involves 100% concentration. Into me, what in a baby in area. Your attention should be here, should be on the work.
Them not.
Into obi and also the same work, not the same as in beats. And also artwork, not also on your laptop and so.
If you ask me say nyamwa benyamwa. Yes, you also benyamwa. Makai na na mane interview bi amahwe. No say obra when local movie industry mu. Onya opanyin bi normal. Ni panyin no offer na san na manage bi no offer. Managers offer the bi oyin kan na onfa director na nkasa no money yede. Mfa ma oyin offer ne ha na modi no o ka de awraba ha mu bi oyi na gino mana frame pokoro. And the mouse that there was a time my laptop say na me depend on friends. Se me send image mo dey break to nsin mam. Na me hwe na fi say ya na man kasa me etu wo hostel. The more pressure wa energy but movie won't be g na fay you have maximum. Ti say you bia even can be anyi bilinti so it's not relax that you have to rush like go to artists they will give you.
So in doing this, you need beats, glue, nabazibio.
And your plywood, I think your pencil that you use to draw. Yeah, and the framing too.
So one can support exhibits in the area and it goes through other processes.
Yeah. It was said to me, say, should in case I'm a sure man, shall move on the mia. Master Bibia. See, sometimes, yeah, Obi Pero Benam Academy, Ben, and the men be fear, no baby. Bibulus, hatch, raw home, Bibulus man. And now, Master said to me, boundary, maybe I make works in day from here to here, don't cross.
Do you have a studio?
Not we are fighting for some, but not. But my bedroom na mankasa match home. Kankra.
You be fine. What is your advice to the youth? If you're given a chance or you get an opportunity to advise the youth, what will you tell them?
Oh, in everything we do, we should trust in God. And sometimes you have to forget about you investing in something and the money if it will come or not. Or I do some ways and I'll be like, hey, I've spent a lot of so if it goes and it doesn't come again, what am I going to do? Like no, nothing comes. But I think it's a blessing to invest in something done, just spending the money anyhow. So I'm renting for our bus, so we car. Now there baby na idishema, you nya reshim there. Skika no kwa, but I'm back now, but losing boku baby. So on your foot, mama, youth.
Some can what Tomako Madopa, maybe a pede in Fasikat shim, another fan with him. I say, Enya in Fasumpu in Fuma within Bokwich, but that's nice. Any shout outs like your social media handles, if so be if you which are corner, how they can get to you?
Oh, painful the movie I'm madam Ozika no perfect television in painful. There were two mamma when you made them at the matches way easy. Bium or mamma baby I say from the one on one family that say you papa film Jen but mammy and papa on our crayon cacan cram Siciano which may be school ma so maybe outside Sisa I say Yami Adomne graduate me a professional teacher. Yeah, apart from being the beat artist. And I be more teacher could do. Or an ama Mac Brown, birthday no. Say be not me baby event in Poyen, but my friend no Jimmy Field of from Oma Koya Mutum Kaya presentation ma Nanama Mac Brown. BM or elephant mono side. You have was some my friend or my parent ye the me on team, me hear the me no sweetum provide them where BM so chef lipo. So they be no huma or encourage him. If you ask the best vehicle that you get in life is encouragement. If somebody tries to encourage you, that's the better you can get from such person. And I be also optimistic. So one way in the other no a bomb can be brave. Now my uncle for was what talent now to my also pro bomb no. And as I also a pede also ben I also bomb bianum. So akonya ho de tum na bobo e bibia akofeld.
So your social media handles, please.
Yeah, my contact. Let me start with my contact. My contact is 0548 33 5275. The same line I'm using on WhatsApp, which is 0548 33 5275. When you go on Facebook, is JustAK Beats at J.
Can you spell it?
Okay, JustAK Beats at. You add the beat BEADS. Then you add the at ART. When you go on Twitter, at JustAK at. And the same as Instagram, JustAK at. Yes.
Do you have a manager?
Not yet. Whatever thing I'm doing, I'm just trying to see something. You have to motivate yourself before you go out there. So I'm just everything that I'm doing is intrinsic. I just do it my own.
This is Yamakade. Will you marry and also when you're a manager?
Yeah, we just go on agreement. Like we just go on agreement, and I think things will be okay for that.
Dreams don't work unless you do. Just like our brother, JustAK Art, an artist, has made his dreams a reality. This has been my journey, my story. My name is Yofin Kroma, and this program was brought to you by KQ Bar and Restaurant. Subscribe to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, Perfect Television, for more.